And we want to bring on our next challenger, and that is going to be Yuchao Yang. And Yuchao is from China, and he's living in Toronto, and he is 19 years old. His English name is Ethan, and his essay was called Coronavirus, a Plague That Caused Deglobalization and Global Economic Recession. Professor Wang and Jocelyn, you will be our judges to question Yuchao. The floor is yours. Go ahead, Yuchao.
Oh, hey guys, my name is Yuchao Yang. My English name is Ethan. I'm from Northeast China, a really small city right by Russia. I'm really happy to join this competition, and I appreciate all the judges spending time looking over our essays and artworks. I also appreciate the organizers for organizing such a great event and attracting such great contestants. As for why I entered the Global Youth Challenge, well, first, I'm very passionate about business and economics. So I wanted to apply my knowledge to COVID-19 and also get feedbacks from experts. Second, it's also a great experience to practice what I may be doing in the future in the workplace. That is doing research and writing reports and giving recommendations. I learned a lot from this experience. Now, I will summarize my feelings about my video and essay. For the purpose of my essay, well, everybody knows about the impact of COVID-19 on the healthcare system, but I want to inform people about the economic impact that COVID-19 will have. So I wrote an essay and made a short animation video. There are two main ideas in my video and essay. First is rising deglobalization, which means countries are becoming more isolated and having less international cooperation. For example, Apple is moving their factories from China back to the States. Second is the economic recession, especially manufacturing and the service industries. There's also having a big drop in the stock market and the rising unemployment rate. In response, the government decided to start unlimited quantitative easing and lower the interest rate. This may help a little bit, but however, it won't prevent the recession. From watching my video, I hope people will be aware of the economic impacts of COVID-19 and prepare themselves for economic recession. That's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Yuchao. And we're going to move to Professor Wang for his question. Professor.
Well, very well done, Yuchao. And it forced me to try to think about a finance, which I don't know much about it. And so I have a question. So what is so special about this COVID-19 virus and its effect on so-called globalization and deglobalization we're mentioning there? So it's always take drastic events like that to reshape the world. But I'm just wondering, in your view, what's so special about this particular episode of a pandemic kind of a spread to cause such a crisis in the financial world, which could potentially cause problem for globalization?
Well, first, the pandemic caused many countries to start lockdown, such as country like China, which is a world factory. It is the biggest supply chain it is the biggest part in the global supply chain, manufacturing supply chain. The lockdown of China has seriously damaged the global industrial production chain. That's in the manufacturing industry. In the service industry, the education and the tourism has been fallen off a cliff. Has been seriously damaged, since like Western universities cannot attract international students anymore, and the tourism, like people are too, it's not really safe to travel anymore. Thank you for questioning.
Thank you, Yuchao. And I'll open the floor to Jocelyn for a question for Yuchao.
Hello, thank you for your very detailed and informative submissions. I guess my question is, we've already seen COVID-19 change all our structures in the world. For example, even before COVID-19, people were like, oh, our governments aren't really prepared to handle a pandemic. And now that people have been reflecting on, healthcare infrastructures. But in your opinion, in terms of economics or finance, what can economic institutions do right now preventively to, lessen the impact of something similar to COVID-19 in the future?
I think what the government is doing right now is fine. Well, if the economic recession is unavoidable as it is a part of the economic cycle, if you have the economic growth, you will have an economic recession at some time. So from my perspective, I think the government is right now trying to delay the economic recession, because if we have the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, and the economic crisis at the same time, it will be a pretty horrible picture. It will cause millions of people would die. Because of that, I think the government should give more support for the homeless and the poor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Yuchao, and very well said. Thank you, Jocelyn and Professor Wang.